999 mode activated.
Oh, you might like this one. Oh, let's have again.
When crisis strikes,
Right, is anybody breathing?
this is where we turn.
We've got a missing child.
Can you see any part of the baby yet?
A man's about 50 metres away up the nap.
People don't call because everything's going hunky-dory.
Go.
It's our emergency services
We're going to kill somebody.
who see firsthand what Britain's really like.
There's a series of cars having raced. One of them has just stuck his bum out of the window at 80 miles an hour.
And how it's changing.
Hey to the boys.
Jesus.
Well, that's what he was holding.
68 previous.
Oh, you're going to love this one, Cat. It's an 84-year-old bleeding from his penis.
For the nation's ambulance, police and fire services, times have never been tougher.
The thin blue line gets weaker, and if you break that... Get away from me, now! Who's going to save your bacon?
She's Russian, but she's just lost consciousness. She didn't want MDMA.
But when it matters most,
Come on, Dad!
theirs is still the number
Police emergency.
the nation relies on most.
Tell me exactly what happened.
1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going at that rhythm for me, okay?
Any allergies at all?
Yeah, police.
I'm just scared about her.
Yeah, I know you're scared. You're doing really well.
Is there anything else you need from us?
I'm so apologetic.
You've nothing to apologise for, honestly.
In Wiltshire and right across the UK, incidents of violence are at an all-time high,
Jesus.
with nearly half the country saying they don't respect the police.
Don't spit in my face. Oh, yeah, because I spat in your face.
You'd have done it.
Are the forces of law and order now beginning to lose control?
Do you want first aid?
We are facing more and more violence. It's part of the job. It shouldn't be, but it is.
Police emergency.
Yeah, I need the police at the halfway house now.
Halfway house, what's happening?
There's 2 males kicking up. One of them's been booted in the face on the floor and it needs someone here quite fast.
Yeah. We're coming on a blue light and siren. That's as fast as we can come.
Call handlers in Wiltshire Police's 999 Emergency Control Centre
Do you know who these people are?
are taking 80% more calls reporting violence.
You can pretty much guarantee on a shift you're going to get 5 to 10 violent calls.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yes, I'm just overhearing somebody being threatened. And I was shouting outside the window, saying, go get him. My partner saw somebody with a knife and saying, I will thank you.
Right, OK.
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use the term, but I'm going to. We call it going batshit crazy.
Police emergency.
Hi there, I'm married from Plainfield. Person sent off, ran to the changing room, come back with naps.
OK.
Right, okay, is he there now? He's about 50 metres away, but he's got a weapon in his hand.
And you've witnessed him with this axe?
Everyone has.
Okay. Can I take your name?
Anonymous.
We've already got units en route. We are making way on an immediate response.
PC Dan Travis and Special Constable Sam Wetham are dispatched to the scene.
Very angry.
God's sake. When you're going to a violent job and you think, I don't know if I want to deal with this, but you have to.
The match is still ongoing. The other players are currently still on the pitch. They appear to be on their own in the changing room. And then out. Received. The caller is actually remained anonymous.
As a police officer, we will come across violence on a daily basis, in one form or another.
whether it's just aggressive verbal behaviour towards us, all the way up the spectrum to actually being physically assaulted at work. You have to prepare yourself for that. You are scared of what is going to happen. And we wouldn't be human if we didn't feel fear.
Go ahead, mate, it's Dan. Just let you know we're at scene. We've got eyes on to the changing rooms. There's only one exit, which we've got another obs on the exit.
It's not rare now to have to go to jobs where people have weapons. It's not uncommon anymore.
Yeah, Roger.
Your hands might be shaking through the adrenaline, but you kind of separate your gut feeling and what your heart says to potentially put yourself in danger.
We haven't seen anyone go in there since we arrived, but there might still be someone in there we don't know yet.
But yeah, fear's definitely still there.
Yeah.
Just advised, dogs and firearms are at scene, just searching the changing rooms now. Just prior to the unit's arrival, a male did come out of the changing rooms with a bag, and we've got him stopped outside. He's staying with us until we've cleared the changing rooms. Received? Nothing? Okay.
PC Travis tracks down a club official.
What's going on?
Both blokes got sent off, and one guy took it a little bit more personal than the other. His name is Declan King.
Declan King?
Yeah.
And he was involved in this sort of argument with the guy from the other team?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. All right, I'll let you guys get back to your game. So obviously we're going to have to locate him.
I think people turn to violence almost a bit easy these days. Like it's just normal, and I think people do sometimes escalate things a bit quickly, and you think over something so small sometimes.
I think I know who he is.
Great, Sam. That's absolutely brilliant. I told you this is what happens when you're around me.
This man absolutely flies off the handle when the referee gives him a red card in a Sunday League football match. It's clearly indicative of how he sees authority as a person. I'm now having to turn up as a police officer and arrest him. A little bit more serious than being sent off. What is he going to do to me? You know, how is he going to react to this level of authority coming into his life?
Hello, we're looking for Declan?
Yeah.
Is he inside? Is it possible to come and have a chat with him?
Yeah. Is Declan nice and calm? Yeah.
Is he all right, yeah?
Oh, it's calm.
Okay. We've received an allegation that you've threatened somebody with an axe.
Yeah? And don't be cheeky.
Because of that reason, I'm arresting you on suspicion of possession of an offensive weapon.
Right. You're not going to put me in there, mate. Yeah? I'll walk out with you. I ain't going to do nothing bad. I don't want to be going in handcuffs, man. Fuck it.
Because it's for our protection. I don't know you, okay?
No, he's okay, honest.
But
I mean,
listen, I'll be honest, listen to me. Listen to me. Because of the offence that you've been arrested for, that's the justification for putting you in handcuffs. I don't know you. I've never met you before. I need to keep myself and my colleagues safe, all right?
Okay, now stop it. Declan, you're fine. Calm down. He's actually fine.
What is it? I don't want these fucking people throwing it off me. Fucking hell.
All right, just relax. It's fine. It's fine. Just put your hands like that for me.
What?
Just,
like that?
Yeah, like that. That's all. Just so, because like I said, I don't know you.
It's fine, mate.
Once they're in the back of the van or in the back of the car, then you can chill out a little bit. Then you can have your deep breath.
Drip yourself in. Watch your head. All right, we'll get you back as soon as we can, all right, fella? Happy days. Who would have thought that a nice, quiet game of Sunday football would turn into that? This is why football is bad. Delta Whiskey 45, go ahead.
He was actually arrested for?
He was arrested for possession of an offensive weapon, and that was by me. I'm happy. I haven't arrested anyone in weeks, and I finally broke my little dry spell.
I'm very pleased for you.
At Gable Cross Custody Suite, Declan is ready to be interviewed.
Have you ever been interviewed on tape before by the police?
Yes, mate, yeah.
OK, what do you want to tell me about what happened today?
Basically, playing football.
Yep.
So I was running for the ball, and mate boy's just like literally not even made an attempt for the ball. He pushed me in the back, and I fell on the floor, and then I felt a punch in the face. So I tried to grab him, as if to like chuck him off, and then the next thing I know, I had about 5-6 people come over, starting trying to boot me. I chipped my tooth. I got all bruises all up the back of my left leg.
OK.
So to that point, I got a bit intimidated. I got a bit scared. Got sent off. So I just went back to my car. I was actually genuinely going to get my stuff, and I got a bit of, rush of blood, whatever, and then got the axe. I was never going to. I know it sounds stupid. I'm never going to use it. I just put it as a scare tactic, really. It's been in there since I done my Mrs. Nan's front garden. I done block paving for her, so it's just a tool, really.
Okay.
I would never have used it. It's just stupid.
No, that's fine. Thank you for telling me all that.
I think levels of violence are becoming more commonplace. For what is really pointless things.
You are charged that without lawful authority or reasonable excuse had with you in a public place an offensive weapon, namely a handheld axe. Do you understand the charge?
Yeah.
Do you wish to make a reply?
No, thank you.
Being a man has changed dramatically, and I think some men maybe are struggling to find their place.
Just sign the little pad down in front of you.
And potentially that might have some impact on their levels of aggression. These alpha male aspects of their personality, they may see that as them trying to assert their place within our society. They have to justify their maleness by being aggressive.
Rub, rub, rub. And again. Yay! Look at that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I feel like I have rather a large nose.
You've been assaulted by a taxi driver, and where's the taxi driver now?
He's drove off.
He's driven off now?
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it past him coming back.
Probably about 30% of the calls that we get in are to do with violence, young lads and violence. Probably more than that, to be fair.
Police emergency, how can I help?
There's a fight breaking out. There's lots of people like egging on.
It's guaranteed every weekend. Considering Wiltshire's quite a small rural county, we do get a lot of violence. Swindon's a really busy night out. It's always heaving at the weekend.
Can you get the police, please?
Yeah, what's going on?
Basically, these girls and these boys
Yeah.
are basically starting on this nothing.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Bank holiday weekends, they're even worse. So that's Friday, Saturday and Sunday night.
Police emergency?
We've got a couple of customers threatening to bottle each other in the shop. We don't really know what to do, mate.
Okay.
He's running around with a bottle of vodka.
It's usually the local lads, and they usually know each other, and they've got some beef with each other that they sort out once they've had a drink.
It's 1 a.m.
Police emergency.
Hi, it's the Albany Post. We've got a massive fight inside in the dance floor. This massive continuous storm.
I've sent out officers there.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers, then. Bye-bye.
With only 2 officers on duty in the immediate vicinity of the pub, all available units are scrambled to assist them.
Right, you can fuck off over there.
5 minutes away, Sergeant John Brixey and PC Louis Bowden are the next closest to the scene.
Clearly, when you hear officer down, it puts the fear of God into all of you. In my time, I've seen quite a considerable drop in the numbers of police officers. But we still have a large area to cover.
Okay, straight down.
And nearest backup could be 20 minutes away.
It's going to be where all those people are there.
QJ Tango 14 at scene. Stand by for an update. Right, you all right, mate? Yeah, he's in the eye. Okay. No signs of disorder in here at the moment. It's a little bit rowdy. Keep the units coming.
A little bit rowdy. It's a little bit rowdy. It's fucking mental.
Right. Do you want first aid?
Nah, it's just weeping a bit, that's all.
Okay.
Right.
The scene we met with was like, I would say, something out of the Wild West. You just needed the piano player in the background in the swing doors, and that's what it was like. There were fists and feet flying in all directions. You have to make that snap decision then. What am I going to do about this? My instinct was, we have to step in, people are getting hurt here. We have to try and do our best to break this up. Although between the two of us, it was never going to be easy. The next thing, something struck me in the eye. Whatever it was enough to knock me off my feet. That was a scary moment. On the floor, I was in fear of my life because the mob was just so big. Very difficult position to be in. Luckily, one of the doormen grabbed me and dragged me back up to my feet. That saved me.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Got the one that had a bottle in each hand, just gone up there.
Right, they've run off. Okay.
Yeah, little one. He's a little guy, blue shirt.
Fine.
He had a bottle in each hand.
Okay.
In years gone by, of a night time, there would be officers out on foot patrol in the town, policing the hotspots, and they're ready for things to happen. The only thing that would have helped at that point was a lot more of us. That's never going to happen.
There he goes.
Next day, CCTV footage of the aftermath of the brawl has been recovered.
There's when Neil gets involved. There he is. Yeah, but if I show you a different camera angle, and you'll see him again in a minute. Here he's.
And officers familiar with the local area are reviewing it in the hope of identifying those involved.
Look at his behaviour here. Is that a man trying to break stuff up? Look, Tom, he has a need to chase him all the way down here. And he's going to swing round, they're going to run up to the place. And there he goes. And there's Hannah stopping him. Look at him.
So that's him there, isn't it? Well, we've got his address.
Thank you, Officer 40.
Hi, chap. You all right, mate? I just listened to my colleague here. I need to have a chat with you.
Okay, so the reason that we're here, the 12th of February, Albany Palace, Trowbridge, you've been identified through CCTV as being involved. Yeah. Okay, so for that reason, I'm going to arrest you on suspicion of a fray.
Right, we're going to be seizing your mobile phone, mate. So where is your mobile?
At home.
Is at home, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. You were just talking on the phone to somebody when you came in, though, weren't you? Give your hands. Give me your hands. Give me your hands. I'm going to handcuff you, all right? Because the way you're acting, I'm not happy with it, all right?
One of my colleagues is going to explain to me the circumstances which are alleged to have taken place.
But he's been arrested on suspicion of Section 3 Public Order Act for a fray.
Yeah. It is an allegation, so he's been arrested on suspicion of a fray.
All right, Ronnie, do you understand why you've been arrested? OK, it's on suspicion of an affray. He's been arrested on suspicion of a fray. Suspicion of a fray, sorry, yeah.
What is a fray anyway? Can I ask this?
Fighting, basically.
Oh, okay.
All right.
When we say afraid, do you understand what the word afraid means?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
disorder.
Obviously, this is your opportunity now to tell me what happened on that evening.
I haven't got much to say on this really, but I don't remember much that night.
What do you remember about that evening? Not much. So do you remember going to the Albany Palace?
No. Oh, I think I remember being there at one point, but as I said, I don't remember.
Do you have some sort of memory disorder?
No.
Can you explain to us then why you
Probably
don't?
just too much alcohol.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like.
In my time as a police officer, I think the biggest change that I've seen is that there is more indiscriminate violence, I would say. Violence which can just erupt out of nothing, that's not premeditated.
You remember being in there, but you don't really recall where you were or who you were with.
No, I wasn't there long. I know that. I was literally there for about 15 minutes.
How do you know that?
Because of the people I was with. Obviously, I found out after.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, if 1 is being stone cold sober, when you left your friend's house, on a scale,
Pretty sober.
how long does it take to go into the Albany Palace and stuff? Do you remember how much you'd had to drink in that 30 minutes?
It might have been mattered what it was, what I think I had to do.
Well, you originally stated when you left your friend's house that you were relatively sober, and in the 30 minutes it's taken you to get to the Albany Palace, at that point you said you're so drunk you can't recall what happened.
Why do men get angry? There's a lot of factors involved when people become angry and start these violent rages. Drugs, alcohol, but it's not always drug or alcohol induced.
So I'll just ask you once more, how much had you drunk between leaving your friend's house?
I don't know.
But they are angry about something, and this is the way that they're venting their anger.
And how would you describe your behaviour that evening when you went out?
Were you a fine, upstanding gentleman? Do you remember punching anybody? If I rephrase my question, when you say you don't remember punching anyone, is that I just didn't punch anyone or I just don't remember punching anyone?
Well, okay. Yeah, I don't remember punching anyone.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do, Ronnie, is I'm going to show you the footage from the Albany Palace, what's been posted on Facebook. Keep your eye on this area. The chap that we're interested in comes into footage fairly quickly. Can you tell me who that person is?
One of the great advantages of life in the 21st century is that pretty much everywhere is covered by CCTV.
So just keep an eye on this chap here with the two-tone.
That's me.
See?
Yeah.
Do you remember how you were feeling at that moment?
Does it not worry you a little bit that something that made you so very, very angry that you behaved in this way now, you can't even remember today?
I always ask people, like, what has happened to make you feel this way? Why are you so angry? You know, what can I do to help you right now?
I've not been.
But usually, you can't get through to them.
What has made you so angry that you've responded in that manner?
It's drink, isn't it?
It's 4 o'clock, Saturday morning. And in the town of Trowbridge, PC's John Miller and Joanna Doyle are keeping a watchful eye over the residents.
You just flipped your bird.
We're going to get nicked, bruv.
Go word. Oh, tell me what the fuck off. Over here.
What are you doing?
Right.
Are you on a power trip? Are you on a power trip?
No, I was sat in my car making sure that the general... Because I'm talking to you.
Why you got holding my coat, innit?
I was sat in my car
you're on a power trip,
making
innit?
sure that
you're on
everyone...
a power trip, mate.
And you flicked me the bird, didn't you?
Oh,
and
did I,
then
mate?
when I came
Did
across,
I?
you told me to fuck off.
Yeah, of course I did, mate.
What's your name?
Of course I did.
What's your name?
Get off my
What's your
coat,
name?
innit?
What's your name?
Get off my coat.
What's your name?
When you deal with a situation, I would much rather talk somebody down.
Right, what's your name?
Get off me.
What's your name?
Get off me.
I'll tell you what, let's walk over there. I'll get
Power
off
trip,
you.
mate. Power
Let's
trip,
walk over
innit?
there.
Power trip, innit?
There are times when that doesn't happen, and we need to use force.
Why are you grabbing me up?
Because I'm going to establish who you are.
Power trip.
Do you want me to nick you?
Power trip, innit?
I would happily have sent him on his way with his name and address so we could then consider what we were going to do afterwards. But he was just not calming down.
He stood there, bold as brass.
Power trip, innit?
Don't spit in my face.
Oh, yeah, because I spat in your face. Why are you trying to fucking grab him?
Yo, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
Right. Pangos 81. Can we have another unit to the town centre, please?
In an intimidating situation where you've got large numbers of people, we have to maintain that authority.
Right.
Do you consider yourself a violent man?
No, I don't consider myself a violent man, definitely not. Very, very peaceful, only bring violence if it's brought to me.
Slam my fucking face on the floor for no reason, innit?
What triggered that?
Well, alcohol.
Get off me now!
But other than that, I'm really peaceful and I'm a really nice guy, I like to believe anyway.
Fuck off now, all of you.
No. There's my hands, what are you doing?
Right. We're under arrest, you spat in my face.
If there was any spit that touched his face, it is from me probably talking aggressively towards him, alcohol intoxicated, and maybe a bit of spit might have come out my mouth.
Get away from me now! Get away from me now!
As a police officer, I would have thought that he deals with stuff like that on a regular occurrence, and it's just nothing. Like, you could sit as a group of lads outside a nightclub. What else? What more can you expect?
You're under arrest.
Yeah, mate.
I'm suspicious of assaulting a police officer by spitting in my face.
I've had run-ins with the police since I was a youth. I've been in different spots of trouble, but I've always had respect for the police. I know the type of job they do. But now, there's less respect for the police and less respect for authority.
Why did you spray me, bro? Because you were in my face.
What's that? Eating these buckles, bro. Why are you pushing me in against car? Bro, I ain't done nothing, innit? I ain't done nothing.
It's just going to get worse with time, especially with less numbers on the streets. It's one of them things. They're fighting a losing battle, I believe, and going about their business the way they do is probably making it worse.
Really brutality, bro. Wait, it's fucking brutality. You fucking know that. I ain't done nothing.
But what are you doing, yeah? And you sprayed in my face, mate.
That's fine. If you want to make a complaint, that's fine. Yeah, there's no child locks on this.
It's the attitude more than anything that has changed towards police. I wouldn't have dared said what gets said to us on a regular basis to the coppers I knew when I was growing up.
Prick. Work hard, innit? 2 jobs. You man can't even do 1 job and do it right. Fucking hell.
Respect, that's the one thing that has gone entirely.
Spray him again.
When public, respect has gone, our authority is weakened. We are the last bastion. There is nobody else below us. There's no one we can refer it to. It's us or nothing. Once you lose us, you do not have law and order.
Police emergency.
Hiya, I've got somebody outside the restaurant who's just picked up one of the tables and flung it across the car park and smashed my car.
Okay, and where is he now?
Taken a call from someone that is already wound up and already in a violent state, and you now know that you have to send your friends and your colleagues out to go and deal with this person. It's difficult.
And where is he now?
He's in the car park. We're currently sat inside the restaurant because we can't get out.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah,
Is he drunk?
yeah.
Bear with me. When we get some officers out to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Tango 6-4.
PC Louis Bowden is dispatched to the scene.
Here's Department Officer Table at the remote person's car.
74% of Wiltshire's police officers have responded to calls on their own.
Tango 6-4 just arriving at scene.
The biggest problems that we have nowadays is that with having less numbers, you'll see officers out on their own to deal with incidents. Single crewing is a good way of stretching your resources. But I would disbelieve anybody that told you that they don't feel vulnerable.
Oh, yeah.
They're single crewed and are on their own in an incident.
This is the one who's just done with this and put the dent in my car. Oh, that lad there? Right, okay. Come here, buddy. Put your hands out. Put your hands out, mate. Put your hands out, you're being nicked. Put your hands out. Criminal damage. Criminal damage. Put your hand out. Hey? Put your hand out. Huh? Put your hand out, you're getting nicked.
Why am I getting nicked?
Yeah. Hey? Criminal damage.
Have you got proof?
Have assistance, please.
Tangle me, bro.
PC Scott Young, also working single crewed, is the nearest officer to the scene.
If you're on your own, it's like an absolute age when you're waiting for someone to come and give you a hand.
Try again.
Get the fuck off me!
Tango 6-4 in a hurry up, please.
You've also got to weigh what they might have in their possession. Unfortunately, there's a fair few people out there that do carry knives. Ideally, you'd have 2 cops in every car and lots of people about, but we've got to do the best with what we've got.
Get off my throat! Hey, get the fuck off my throat!
Sometimes the end result is that we have to use force because we don't have a choice.
Tonight, it takes more than 5 minutes for backup to reach the scene.
What's this officer's
Get some
name?
cuffs on him, let's get some cuffs on him.
Yo, what's this officer's name, yo?
So just chill out.
I'm chill, but this officer is getting fucked. I couldn't tell you how many times I've been assaulted, but I've lost count.
Bowden, mate, my name is Bowden.
Who's been fucking choked?
I've had to go home and explain to my daughter why I've got a black eye or random cuts and bruises.
You're not going anywhere in a hurry, are you? No, I'm on the fucking floor. As soon as you chill out, you can stand up. Right? Right, cool, relax.
Then you do start weighing up a little bit more whether what you're doing is worth it, because ultimately, I'm trying to provide for my family.
It's 10:30, Sunday evening.
ahead, caller. Tell me exactly what's happened.
He set fire to a bloody house.
Okay.
And in Weston-super-Mare, 60 miles from Swindon,
Oh, for Christ's sake.
a disturbing call is coming in.
I've had a tenant here for 10 years. He's gone berserk. He's throwing knives, big Roman sword. He's gone missing.
The suspect's vehicle has been picked up by number plate recognition cameras heading into Swindon.
Lane 2 through red light, heading towards Swindon, progress on way, stand by.
Get eyes on Chris, let me know where it goes if you can.
PC Joe Tompkinson is one of 5 units who have been dispatched in pursuit of the dangerous suspect.
In front.
You'd be naive if you came into this job and your expectation was not to put yourself in harm's way.
Speed 60 miles per hour.
We joined this job to get toe-to-toe with people for the good of society.
Straight on, off excess speed.
Contact vehicle, still driving. QJ, can we get authority for tactical contact if situation arises? There has brandished a large sword towards us. Taser deployed, taser deployed. Oscar Tango, we have got him out on the floor. He's handcuffed to the rear.
With knife crime and violence on the increase, tasering somebody to incapacitate them and take control is a pretty vital tool nowadays.
Rail the taser.
Tango 1 again. And that's not 228. Also takes it.
Jesus. Well, that's what he was holding when we opened the doors.
Fuck me. And the other one's in there, mate, yeah.
In my service, this is the 3rd time I have had somebody pull a sword on me. You'd hope there aren't many people going around with swords in the 21st century, and I think it's fair to say they're not necessarily the weapon of choice. But they're a pretty bloody scary weapon to be confronted with.
Oh, Christ. Always you, Joe, innit?
The funny old time that we live in of knowing that we are facing more and more violence. So we're now expected to put ourselves in harm's way more and more frequently, I suppose.
Nice new motor as well. Got a bit of damage now to that,
That's not a new one, is it?
Yeah.
We've had about 10 minutes.
How many miles are on it, Joe? About 4?
4 years.
Right.
I've opened this door, he's been sat there, facing there.
It's just because the taser wire's on the floor.
Yeah,
right?
that's 'cause we...
Can very quickly turn your whole day upside down, and you find yourself dealing with violence, confrontation, weapons. There are times when we put ourselves into danger without even knowing it, I think.
Hello.
The driver of the vehicle has been brought to Swindon's Gable Cross custody suite.
Can I take your surname? He wasn't giving us any names. Do we know any details?
Long live the free English since you recorded this, and this is Theresa May.
Can I just get your first name anyway, buddy? Just so we can deal with you here, okay? Just want to look after you whilst you're here?
Long live the free English.
Okay. Respect that. What's your first name, sir? Okay. Just give us something to go on so we can look after you, okay? Can you give us anything?
I have nothing to say, no comment. That's the only comment I have. Long live the free English.
Probably every day there's someone in custody that's committed a violent crime, but he's got out with a sword and tried to attack officers. It's not your everyday Joe, is he?
We've got an allegation at this time, sir, so I'm going to authorise your detention here at this police station in Swindon. If you've got any questions at any point, just ask us, okay?
Full English for breakfast, please.
You do that, actually, mate.
Happy now?
Yeah.
He's set fire to his room in Weston-super-Mare. And his officers have caught up with him at junction 16. He's got out of the vehicle with a samurai sword, been tasered. He's not engaging with us at all, really.
Because you're bleeding at the moment, sir, I'll just get you seen by the doctor who's just here, who can look after you, okay? It's just in the room down here, I mean.
Is that the doctor? So, is it okay if I help the side?
No, you can do whatever you like, but I'm not touching me, mate.
People are under more stress, under more pressure than they have been in years. But I don't know how long we're going to deny that weapons are on the up.
Would you like to be referred to the drug or alcohol team?
And change is upon us. We do see conflict. We do see people more readily offering violence.
OK, I'm going to go for your rights.
I don't think that we can pretend anymore that the streets are as safe as they once were.
The right for a solicitor, which is free, legal, independent advice.
I can absolutely understand the arguments for and against arming police and higher presence of firearms in the police service. And in truth, it's something I agonise over. There are times when I think, yeah, I could probably do with a gun here. I could probably do with something beyond my taser, because I understand the limitations I have with a taser.
I remember reading about the attacks in Borough Market in London. It showed British policing at its best, that an unarmed officer will run towards a man with a machete and wearing what looks like a vest, an explosive vest, and will put himself in harm's way.
Could you just put yourself in there, number one, for me?
Would the situation have been over quicker if that officer on his own had a firearm? Yes, it would. Would it have been dealt with safer? Yes, it would. Would he have lost the sight in one eye? Probably not.
How many times have you been assaulted?
I have been bitten, knocked to the ground several times. I couldn't tell you the amount of times I've been punched. This is my latest war wound. I dislocated my left thumb about 2.5 weeks ago now, while myself and 2 of the colleagues were trying to detain an incredibly violent male who'd been fighting in the town centre.
How does that make you feel?
I shouldn't say this, but it's part of the job. It shouldn't be, but it is.
I've sustained knife wounds to my hands and forearm. It's a whole raft of things, pretty much everything you can imagine, really.
It does make you emotional when you're assaulted. Coming home with the marks, it upset my son. My mum and dad, they both worry. You know, they hate it, actually.
I've had somebody throw a hammer at me. Several times I've been afraid for my life, yeah. Do I really want to do this anymore? Sense of duty is a funny old thing. And I have a young family. I have a wife and a lot of responsibility on my shoulders. Instantly you're re-evaluating the risk and... fuck.
I don't want these fucking people to get off me.
Declan was found guilty of possessing a dangerous weapon
Listen, Declan, you're fine. Calm down.
and given a suspended sentence.
It's fine, mate.
It's not known if he's still playing for Rodbourne Real.
Give me your hands. Give me your hands. I'm going to handcuff you.
Following the Albany bar brawl, 4 people were convicted based on CCTV evidence.
I don't remember much that night.
Can you tell me who that person is?
and ordered to pay a total of £794 in fines. Mike was found guilty of police assault
If you're going to arrest me, arrest me. You have been arrested.
and was fined £900.
It's probably one of the most expensive nights out that I'd ever been on.
Charging for tactical contact if situation arises.
The man arrested for setting fire to his block of flats was found guilty of arson, dangerous driving and possessing a weapon with intent to endanger life.
Hello.
The judges referred him for psychological assessment before deciding what sentence to pass.
What fucking day it's not If a bad day is him setting his flat on fire and going for a jolly with a sword, what's a really bad day?